Hello everybody out in Pixelated Land. So, since I've come out about my nerdiness, who am I kidding? I've always been flamboyantly nerdy. Since the moment I came out of the chute, the doctor slapped me on the ass and I screamed out 42. But my nerdiness isn't what's in question here. What is in question here is matter of factly a question. And the question itself is, what items do I need to get prepared for when Smokey Dungeons Gaming Emporium opens up? If I want to play Dungeons and Dragons, what do I need? Well, I've thought about this for the past 2 weeks, and I've boiled it down to one simple item. The item you're probably watching this video on, be it your cell phone or your computer. Now, they have free apps that will roll up dice for you, whatever sided polyhedral die you may need. Six-sider, which is the common everybody knows, the square-looking one. But then there's a triangle-looking one, that's a four-sider. There's a 20-sider, that's like a ball. And some in between all of those mixes, and some higher, like a 100-sider. But that's a free app you can download. I have one on my cell phone, and it won't cost you a penny. The other thing, which is the key essential, is your player's handbook. With 5th edition, which is the newest edition of Dungeons & Dragons, D&D, they have put out these basic guides. The player's handbook, the basic player's handbook, is like 120 pages. It gives you access to 4 races, 4 classes. It tells you how to roll up a character. It gives you a few items you may want to take on your quests. Rope, backpack, stupid things like that. And it's free. You can Google basic Dungeons & Dragons Basic Player's Handbook, and it will take you straight to the page on Wizards of the Coast. I think they're in 3.0 edition with that, version 3.0, and it's a free, helpful tool. I didn't want to. I would normally say, go out and buy yourself some dice. Go out and buy yourself a player's handbook. But right now, just to get started, to see if you're even going to like the game, see if you're going to be interested in it, you can roll up a character free, and if you really want to, you can download the basic Dungeon Master's Guide and pick one of the monsters out of there and have your friend play the monster and you play the player, or vice versa. So you can learn about the fighting combats and stuff like that. Because I'd really hate to say go out and buy a book and buy dice when you're not going to like it if you don't know you're going to like it. I've met people who were interested in playing Dungeons & Dragons, and they actually got to play it, and they're like, this just isn't what I was thinking it was going to be. It just wasn't my style. And it's like, alright, that's understandable. And these are people who played The Witcher, played Skyrim, and they weren't interested in it because it's a different style of gameplay. It's not a different style. It's a lot of people, myself for one, when I game, I don't like to game with other people. And a lot of people are like that. D&D, you have to sit down at a table and look across at physically someone and interact with them, which I actually enjoy a lot. When I play video games, I like to game by myself. When I play board games, and of course play board games, but Dungeons & Dragons and stuff like that, I like to have real people there, not looking at a computer screen. That's a different story for a different time. But you don't know if you're going to like it, basically, is where this little end rant is going. And I had a girlfriend who hated video games. I tried to teach her God of War. She slapped me upside the head with the controller And, she didn't want anything to do with video games. And I understand. So I asked her, would you like to play Dungeons and Dragons? Maybe try it out and see. She's like, well, what's it about? What's it like? And I described it to her. And she was interested. So I went and looked for, they have these solo guides from back in the 80s where 4 people can play the game and there is no Dungeon Master. I'll talk about the Dungeon Master in another time. But now we're worrying about what do I need to start the game. And I'm ranting at the end. Not ranting, I'm going off on a little mind tangent. But my ex was interested in it, so I ordered one of these little solo adventures so both of us can play it, and there was no DM. The book was the DM. It had the yellow markers that you would color the square and something would be revealed behind it. And we played that, and she really enjoyed it. And when I say I was highly surprised that she liked it, I was highly surprised that she liked it. Because once again, I got slapped upside the head for trying to teach her how to play God of War. And yeah, so you don't know who's going to like it. So I'd hate to say go out and spend money. So what items do I need after this 6-minute talk? To sum it up, you need a cell phone where you can download an app, a dice rolling app, and then you can go Google Basic Player's Handbook, Dungeons and Dragons, and it'll take you right to the spot, and you can download it. You can make up a character right then and there. Because in the store, side note, in the store we will be using the optional rules for stats. So it's a point buy system instead of rolling dice for stats. Just because that's what Wizards of the Coast is going to want us to use when we do sanctioned Wizards events in the store. So we're just going to streamline it, and whenever we have something in the shop, we're using the point buy system. But yeah, other than those 2 items, you need a pencil. Not a pen, because you want to be able to erase stuff, but you need a pencil and a piece of paper. You can essentially get all that if you already have a cell phone, if you already have a computer. You can get all that for $1, a pencil, and a couple pieces of paper. And yeah, that's really all I came to say. See you soon in the dungeon. So, yeah. I still need a call sign. I still need like a call-off sign, a log-off sign. I don't know. See you later, Delirious Dungeoneers. Have a good one.